Come on, man.
Yeah, that's on me. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show, Reed. It's been a little bit
It
because
has, huh? It's been a week.
I think it's been a little more because the episode that went out last week was supposed to come out on Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
We even talked about it, and you were like, "Yeah, it'll be up on time," but nature had other plans, huh?
That is me not realizing the plans that I already made, and me
Yeah,
being like, yeah, no problem. I could get it up just like that.
it's just unresponsible.
And then I remember, what was it? Was it Thanksgiving night? I believe I got a message from you saying, "Hey, where's the episode?"
Yeah, just checking in here. It's Justin.
And
Just
then
checking in. You said the episode was going to go up, and
and
it's
I was
nowhere to be
sitting there
found.
looking around the room, and I went, "Yeah, I'm not gonna have it up." Just to
Yeah.
clarify, my throat sound. I mean, my voice sounds
I
funny.
was gonna say you sound like one of those little sick kids that would come around third grade with a cough and cough phlegm all over the ground.
Last week I was sick Monday and Tuesday, and then I
I
lost my
was too.
voice Wednesday when I recovered, and then my voice has been gone, and then it's slowly coming back. Today it's like it sounds a lot better today than it has.
I got sick the day after Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like for a couple days. But mine wasn't like throat or nose. Mine was body aches and like stomach and head.
Okay, this is so weird because my throat hurt, but also I had a stomach ache, I had body aches, I had a headache. Dude,
Dude,
I had everything.
I'm laughing at your voice. I'm kind of sexy, not gonna lie.
That's what people have been telling me. I sound like Batman, huh? Sound
Where
like
is
Batman.
she? Where is she? Give me a no.
Ah, come on.
One of the Garrities is calling.
Come on, man. You
Look
don't
good
keep your phone
become.
on silent. What do you think this is? Amateur hour?
Oh god.
Trying to
No,
keep it
give me a
professional.
Batman line. Give me a Batman line. In your sexiest voice.
Um, let's see. Batman line. This should be easy for me.
Where's Harvey Dent?
Where's Harvey Dent? Where is she? That's the best I think I could do. Ben Affleck
It wasn't as
doesn't
good as
change
I
his
thought
voice.
it was gonna be.
Like I was
Yeah, Ben
thinking,
Affleck.
I was trying
Yeah.
to think of like current Batman, but like he whispers. It seems like every movie he's in, he whispers. Like he like talks like this.
You think he's a good actor?
um, Depends what character he's playing. If he's playing like a Batman, then I mean Batman doesn't really have any personality, so it's just like he could kind of do that voice where he goes like this. Like
Yeah.
every movie I've seen him in, he just whispers, and I wouldn't say I've seen anything incredible from him.
I'm trying to think. Oh, he had this movie that came out, I think, last year. He was like a high school basketball coach, but he was like a major alcoholic.
Perfect
So
role for him.
perfect combo, and it was a pretty good movie. It was okay. I didn't. The ending was trash. It like just ended abruptly. It was like, oh, okay,
Oh, and look
it's
at
like,
this. Now I got a Garrity calling me now.
dude. I'm telling you, these guys.
Yeah, they can't get one, they get another. Also, that was the thing when I was
Like I'll
sick.
get another phone call.
Oh yeah, he'll keep calling. When I was sick, so this is what happened. So Ethan wanted to hang out, and I was like, I don't know, man. Like like it's Thanksgiving, and then he's like, okay, well Sunday we're hanging out, and I was like, okay, whatever. I woke up actually sick, and I'm like, dude, I know this sounds like an excuse. It's not an excuse. I am actually sick. Like I don't know how else to like prove that I'm sick to you.
What's funny is while he was texting you that,
Mm-hmm.
because I was home at the time also
Uh-huh.
on a little break from football, I get a text message. It's like, "Yo, let's hang out right now," and I was like, "Yo, I'm not feeling well." I was like, I was like napping like all day. He's like, first he was like, "Gosh, there's a gnat in here." Oh. First he was like, dude, I was with you the other night or whatever. He's like, you should go get tested. You should go get a rapid test.
Mhm.
And he was like, I'll buy it for you. I'll give it to you. Just take it. I was like, dude, I'm not, I was like, I'm not fucking, I don't have COVID. I was like, I had like a little cold, but he was like freaking out kind of. And then all of a sudden he texted me again. so you want to hang or not? I was like, so you did. After you just got on me, I was like, no, I'm fine.
I know. I texted him that morning too, and I said, "Hey, I'm sick," and he's all, "Oh man, whatever. I understand." I sleep for. I was sleeping for like the whole day. Wake up at 4, and he's like, "So you feeling better? Can we hang out?"
I do. I know.
I was like, "Aren't
It's
you the
funny.
one who's like, you know, is cautious about this? Like even if I had COVID, like,
Yeah. Are you one of the families that if one of you gets sick, all of you get sick?
um,
Kind of how it goes in my family. Like I got my parents sick when I was there. Like they weren't feeling well all of a sudden.
uh, I was in my. I didn't leave my room for 2 days, but I thought I got my nephew sick, but it's not the
Oh,
same sickness. He's like throwing
yeah.
up. So I was like, can't call me on that one. Huh?
Yeah, can't do it.
But
Nah.
yeah, that's it so
Yeah,
far.
yeah. I was napping, dude. I was on the couch just laying there all day, just with
Oh
a
yeah.
blanket on, just watching TV, napping. Couldn't really eat just because and then I did throw up, but it was only because I was so hungry. It was like one of those throw ups
Oh,
where
okay.
I was like, because I just hadn't eaten. I was like, yo, I'm so hungry right now. So I puked.
Yeah, like
Puked
I
up a
took
chocolate chip cookie.
like Sunday night, I didn't sleep that whole night. I was up all night with like body aches and stuff. And so I took like 2 rapid COVID tests to see if I had it. Didn't have it. But then after Tuesday, I felt fine. And
Yo,
then the
you
worst
know who you
Wednesday.
sound like right now? You kind of sound like the little fat kid in like 8th grade.
Uh,
You kind of sound like him.
what little fat? Are you talking about me?
No, just a little fat kid that's like kind of has like the deeper voice, but it's like not. It sounds like you hadn't hit puberty yet.
It's like
Honestly, it's like
it's like he's making it deeper because he knows everybody else hit puberty. Like he's like, hey
that's what you
guys,
sound like.
my voice has
Oh,
gotten deep too, huh? No, and I
but
was talking to somebody at work, and somebody had the same. He said his brother had the same thing like I had. He was all, "Oh, did you lose your voice sick?" And I was like, "How did you know?" And then he was like, "Yeah, my brother." So I was like, "I wonder what it is. Something just going around, I guess."
yeah, I mean, there's other sicknesses out there.
Yeah,
Everyone just automatically assumes COVID is like, no, it's flu season, cold season.
yeah,
I usually get sick around this time every year. It's
yeah,
usually around Thanksgiving to Christmas area. So
yeah. See,
it's nothing new.
I'm a huge baby when it comes to it because I don't get
Oh,
sick often.
sorry.
I went. My record was last year. Last year, I finally got hit. But
Gotcha.
it was just allergies. But it just was so extreme because I haven't been sick. I was like having a record, like 2 years without getting sick, and I'm like, hey man, and then all of a sudden allergies hit, and
Like
it
I'm
felt.
invincible, baby.
Yeah, I was like, I think I'm sick, and then I was like, I think I just have allergies. I think I'm just being a baby.
Yeah, I'm a big baby when I get sick. Like I'm
Oh yeah.
knocked down on my feet and I just want my mom to take care of me every time. But I do want to get into what I have for us today. Okay,
Oh
so
boy.
we're getting towards the end of the year, and you know, it's been a year. It
It has been a
has
heck of a year.
every year's been a year. Um, so let's just get into it. These are the kinks and the fetishes Americans fantasize about the most. Okay, so
Was it from
before
this year?
yes,
Oh boy. There's some
so
weird stuff that probably came out of this one.
well,
People being
so
locked up
yeah.
too.
So first, I just want to put it out there. I think we definitely have probably the grossest imaginations. I would assume. I would put at least top 3 in the world.
I mean,
At least top
listen,
3.
when you're a free country, you're gonna have a lot
I
of
don't
free
I don't know
thoughts.
how they do things like over in the East, the Middle East or something. I
Oh, I
don't know
bet they
what
got
goes on.
something
Yeah.
weird that they
They
like.
probably got some weird stuff, but like I think like China and Russia, they're basic. They're basic bitches,
Yeah,
because I don't think they're allowed to do a lot of stuff.
yeah. I mean, and we're like
But that's
our
Americans,
country.
baby.
Yeah, our country's about options. We got a Del
We,
Taco, we got McDonald's, we got a variety. So we have a variety of
Del
kinks too.
Taco. You went straight with that was your first one that you said Del Taco.
So here I only saw it
Is it
because on
because of the
Twitter.
Jack in a Box thing?
Yep, on Twitter I saw
Yeah.
that.
I was like, yeah, that's a weird one. I was like, I haven't seen a Del Taco in a couple years. But yeah, so I'll say, Americans, we get down and dirty, I
We're
think.
freaks, man.
Free, baby. We're free and freaks. But
Freeing the freak.
so we'll just go down the line and talk about one. First one, real hot start. Okay. BDSM. Don't know if you know what that means.
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, for those who don't, it means now the D can be thrown around in different ways. There's a few: is bondage, discipline, dominance. The S is submission and sadism, and then M is masochism, which I don't know what that one means, but
Sounds French.
this is the most fantasized kink. It says that about 93% of men and 96% of women had fantasized about some aspect of BDSM before. So that means, like, basically, if you don't know what I'm talking about, BDSM is, it's some rough stuff. It's your
The shades of gray
disciplinary
kind of stuff.
Yeah. So are you into this?
I can't.
I'll
can't
ask.
say-
I'm going to ask you. I want to see where you're at here.
I can't say I am, but I feel like a lot of people who are into that don't talk about it. That's just something you don't bring up.
I'll say if I met a man that was into this kind of thing, I would automatically assume he's killed at least a couple cats.
Yeah.
Maybe a person. I'm just going to say that. Now look, we're not going to kink shame here.
Yeah, it's a fair judgment though.
When we go through this list, we're not going to kink shame. All right, you do you if you're into that type of thing and what you're into, what pushes your buttons,
what tickles your fanny, as they say.
Yeah, but BDSM.
Yeah,
the fact that that's the most fantasized.
And wait, was that number one?
That's numero uno. We're starting number one spot.
Really?
And the fact that 93% of men have thought about it, and then 96% of women. Women, you are freaky. You guys are you girlies.
I mean, did they come out with like a new 50 Shades of Grey book or something recently, or a movie or something? I feel like that's what really spikes it up a while.
Well, and then also sadism. Now, sadism, I'm pretty sure, sodomy. I think that is like Greek to that word. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you know what sodomy is. It means sticking things, I'm pretty sure, up the anus. But this one says engaging in light sadomasochism, like thinking.
Oh, so you're not quite committed to it.
Yeah, spanking and biting, which is okay. Okay, that I can deal with. Okay, that's okay.
Little biting. That's like some vampire stuff.
Yeah, but so that was the first one. Number two. Now it just says fetishes, and it just says fetish fantasies involve a focus on specific objects like boots or stockings, or non-genital body parts like feet and armpits.
Okay.
So
now the armpit one, that one's a little odd.
That's a little weird. I can see feet, obviously. I'm sure that one will pop up again on this list.
Yep, that one is getting more popular and popular. I see stuff more and more of people on the internet really exposing themselves in the comments. If somebody just shows a little bit of feet, there is something in the comments that okay, so here's my thing. If I see a celebrity, if I see anything who posts a pic with just a little bit of their feet showing, I go to the comments because I know I'm going to find
someone's got a comment.
There's going to be somebody in there getting caught in 4K.
Yeah, they can't not talk about it. But the thing that is weird on this one is the specific object. And it says like boots or stockings. Now, I've heard of this one, like the stockings. I think that comes from more of the graphic thing where, you got your long socks on. Let's keep those, or like do it with your high heels on or something.
Yeah.
But
the boots.
Boots.
Oh, I guess. Okay. Dangerous. I guess, you know what? There has been a trend with boots lately.
Are we talking work boots? Like,
I think we're talking about those boots. Have you seen those boots that girls wear where I've noticed they've become more popular?
The ones that go up to the knee where your ankle is not going anywhere.
Yeah. And it's like they're kind of lifted too.
Yeah.
I would describe them as something like Gene Simmons would wear.
Okay. Yeah. I've seen those. Now those things, if you wear those in the bedroom, you're getting dangerous. Okay.
Yeah, you're going to take some.
One step you could just at least bruise someone, let alone anything else like that.
And if you're rocking with like steel toe boots, things can
Oh
get
man,
real dangerous.
watch where you're throwing those things.
Oh,
Okay?
dude, that would be a quick knockout like that.
Go instantly. But here's my thing with the boots. All right, if the boots, here's how I predict my shoes. Okay,
Mhm.
I don't know if you've ever seen the movies where someone gets their foot caught in a railroad track and they got to quickly get their shoe off
Oh,
before the
yep.
train hits them.
hmm
Now that's how I pick my shoes. Okay, if I have a boot on that is going to take me 10 to 15 minutes to untie that bad boy, I'm not going to wear them, because if I ever find myself near a train track and
Mhm.
I somehow get my foot in there, Vans, I can get that thing out quick, or
Oh, yeah.
a pair of J's or some running shoes. But those boots, man, you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
You
You're
ain't
done.
getting those things off in time.
Yeah, I'm a lace free kind of person. I like to slip on Vans. I like nothing that I have
You
to
are
tie.
you are like a one of those kids who can't tie his shoes yet. Almost, you pick all those shoes. I'm surprised you don't have a pair of Velcro light up ones.
If I oh that
Do you?
no, but that's something I
Oh.
want. Now that you've mentioned it, I wish I had those,
Oh god.
dude. I think they did they make no, they didn't make adult ones. I want like light up adult ones.
I'm sure they have them somewhere.
I'm gonna if I find them, I'm buying them.
For specifically for people like the just the guys that can't grow up.
Dude, you're telling me that you're not gonna get people looking when your feet are flashing? You got those cop ones on? You see those cop ones that they have?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
those are
No,
good ones.
I wasn't a huge light up shoe guy. I know my brother was,
Mhm.
but I wasn't. But I did. I'll say I did have Velcro for a while. It took me a long time to learn how to tie my shoes. I'll be honest. I'd say close to fourth grade
What?
is when I finally figured out how to do it consistently on my own. I'll say that.
Fourth grade.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Dude, I think I think mine was like second grade, around there.
Okay, no need to flex on it. It's not a competition. People
Yeah, 'cause
learn
like
differently. People learn a little slower, all right?
some people don't think the same, all right?
There's that damn bunny ear. I couldn't get it to go through.
When you first started out, that's the pain right there.
All right, number
That
3 on
bunny?
the list:
All right.
body fluids.
Ugh. I mean,
It says many people reported fantasies in which specific body fluids played a big role. Unsurprisingly, male and female ejaculate were the most common, obviously.
oh, okay.
Um,
Put that on the list.
um, however, the other body fluids were 45% of men and 35% of women had fantasies involving spit or saliva. 31% of men fantasies enjoying breast milk. 32% of men and 15% of women had fantasies involving urine, and 6% of men and 2% of women
Really?
had fantasies
The urine one, I'm
involving.
surprised is still up there since R. Kelly got arrested.
Yeah, that didn't stop. That's not going to stop people.
Yeah.
We're Americans. We're resilient. All right, we push forward.
Yeah.
The last one, 6% of men and 2% of women had fantasies involving feces.
Men, it's very high for men. That's 6%
I mean,
is
yeah,
everything.
6%. That's a big. That's a pretty decent sized percentage of men. But obviously, the the ejaculate. That's not surprising.
That one's understanding.
That's understanding. But like,
I would say
what's your
everything
stance on
past that.
spit? What would you do if a girl just spit on you? Like you guys are getting hot and
Dude.
heavy. You guys are getting hot and heavy, and then all of a sudden she just.
I would
spits
think
on
she
you.
would want to fight me or something.
Would you take offense to that? I feel like kind of degrading to me.
I would probably, I'd probably get up and be like, oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom, whatever. And I'd probably sit in there for a couple minutes and cry. And then come out and be like, yeah, I got to go home with tears still in my eye. Now,
Well,
tears, I'm surprised tears aren't on that list.
I mean, you got to be crying a lot to have even a good time with fluid. To get that amount of fluid, you got to be crying a lot, because there's not a lot of tears if you think about it.
Oh, you get going pretty good, though.
But you'd have to get the ones that actually drip all the way down, like eyes watering. That's a lot of the crying. But
yeah.
to get a good solid couple tears, it's tough. But yeah, the spit. Also, I feel like if someone hucked a loogie on me, I feel like I probably gag because I have a weak stomach.
Oh yeah.
And the moment I see that, it's probably going to get me going in the opposite direction. Now, what if a woman asked you to pee on them? Where are you going with that?
That one would be like that one would be see there's certain stuff that I think on this list.
You're trying to put this and make it normal, aren't you? You're into this, aren't
No,
you?
no, no.
You're one of this 31% or 32%
No,
of men.
no. Hold on. Most of this list, I feel like you got to be with this person for a while, or there has to be you're both like you both know you're into this. Because if you break this stuff out, like say you
For a
got like
date.
let's say it's like a hookup or something. You break this out without telling anybody, somebody's gonna be appalled. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty risky if you don't talk about it, and then you just go into spitting or painting. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
That's a red flag because that's somebody who's overconfident.
And obviously, and I will say, I said we weren't going to judge you on your kinks, but feces, just stop.
Ugh, God,
now, that's where I draw the line. Okay, urine, okay. You piss on if you're showering, you pee on them. Okay, haha. It's funny. Maybe a cup in the bed, but now, shit. If that goes anywhere near me, that's fighting words.
Yeah,
there's no joke to that. Right? That smells. It's dirty. It stains.
And that's 6%
there's a whole bunch.
Is really
There's a
high.
Yeah, and even 2% of women.
Yeah, I don't like
2% of women. That means out of every 100 people, 2% are down. I think my math. I think my math is correct there. I really hope.
Oh God, man. People need to start going to church or something if they're doing that. You need to find God.
You gotta start praying. You gotta start praying. Gotta.
Do you think there's some shit? Do you think some people are ashamed of this?
I think that's why most of them are undercover about it because they know something's wrong with.
Yeah.
If you're going around, if your main thing to get you going, get you off, is feces, is a girl shitting on your chest or something, you probably got issues. I would say either visit a counselor, a shrink, maybe a therapy session. I don't know. You got to discuss it.
Yeah, that's something that you and the Lord got to work on that one together.
Yeah. But number 4. Now this one is called voyeurism. Oh,
you like the voyage?
That's what I was thinking when I read that. I was like, you like to do it on boats or something. But it's fantasies about watching someone else undress or have sex are very uncommon. In fact, 60% of participants reported having fantasized about this before, although men are more voyeurism fantasies than women. So it's watching someone undress or like have sex.
Yeah, but see, okay. I would say the second one you could put that into the first one that we threw out there.
The BDSM?
Yeah. Because
that's like
some like getting cucked type thing.
Well, that might be on this list also.
However, if it's just if you just want to see a stranger, then
so it says it's when it comes to sex, it's sort of like watching real life porn. So you're getting like the virtual reality almost, but you're in reality. It's not.
Or those things that they used to have back in the day where you like put in a couple $, or whatever, and then you watch somebody do it behind a glass. That type of stuff.
They did that back in the day?
Yeah.
Where was this at?
I forget what kind of rooms they were called, and I don't want to look it up. But yeah,
interested.
Man. Yeah, you used to just sit there.
Yeah, I can see the first part when it says like sort of watching someone undress. Like if you like, I don't know if you've ever seen The Notebook, but like when Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams do it for the first time in the barn, they slowly they're sitting about 6 feet apart, like they're about to get in like a duel, almost like they're about to draw their weapons, but instead they takes off the shirt, and they just like match each other.
Yeah, it's like a suspense of an
Kind of
action
romantic.
movie.
It's a romantic scene in that movie. Go watch it. But I can see that. But yeah, when it comes to watching other people do it like in person, it's a little
That seems
strange.
bad. So I've heard of the ones where like the guys sit in a closet and they watch.
Now that's serial killer shit. Now that's when we get back to like, I'm worried about you. I'm worried about the safety of the others that are around you.
I watched like a show where that was one of the main things was it was like it was probably a show on TLC if I'm being honest.
Most likely.
Yeah, and yeah, this guy had a thing for that.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about it. If someone's sitting in the closet, it's mischievous. Peeking through
just
like a little blind. Like,
just
well, yeah.
sit.
Gosh.
Man, that's a rough one right there.
All right, number
That's
5.
self-esteem issues or something.
Yeah, you got it. You got a lot of things wrong with you. Number 5, exhibitionism. All right, I want you to guess. What does
Fighting.
that mean? What does that mean? Exhibitionism,
Fighting.
like fight sex,
Like wrestling.
wrestling, a
Some
little
good old
UFC cage match.
yeah.
No, so this is about people fantasizing about putting on a show while they do their sex acts.
Oh, okay.
So specifically, 42% of participants reported having a fantasy about publicly exposing themselves or having sex in front of an audience. Okay. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was
So
thinking in the guy's mind, like he thinks that there's like he's in Madison Square Garden just going to town. But I get that. Okay, so like a flasher.
no, so this is where it's different because it says the 42%, the study refers to cases where there's a consenting audience. Okay. Now, flasher would be a part of it where it says 10% of participants had fantasized about non-consensual form, which is flash a stranger or pleasure yourself in public. That's when it would be non-consensual. But 42% where the cases are like a consenting audience
Those are just the
where
guys
where people want to watch.
Yeah, see, those are just the guys who do it without people's consent, and they just want to make sure a cop's not in the room, so they just say that they go for the consent. They don't. Come
It's
on.
like the you know performing in front of an audience. I bet they're probably thinking like it's a pay-per-view almost. It's like
Mhm.
it's a
Playoff
Jake Paul
game.
versus Tyron Woodley too. You
Yeah.
gotta you come in, grab a couple snacks, and you sit down and you enjoy this ride.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like they're getting ready, like it's a big game for them. Like they're psyching themselves up when they're in the bathroom, and then they
Yeah,
just
and
kick the
also I
door open.
never understood the thing about stuff in public. Like
Mhm.
you can't just go into your room or go into your car or whatever. You got to be around people.
Now I believe in the car still counts, correct?
Does it?
I believe so.
Huh.
Because there's a couple of old guys who get caught always sitting in front of a high school.
Well, now that's to catch a predator type stuff.
But I'm thinking if you sat in front of a church and did that, it would be the same thing.
I would hope. I mean,
Right?
which one's worse? Doing it outside of a high school or doing it outside of a church? You're either being judged by the police or
like
being
a
judged by the big
Kmart.
man upstairs.
Like a Kmart. I could see them doing it at Kmart probably the
I can
same
see it
time.
happening at Walmart a lot, maybe even inside.
Yeah, Walmart is the most disrespected store known to man.
Gosh, they let anything, dude. That place is like the wild, wild west in there. You can do whatever you want,
Any
and they
crazy
can't do a thing
video?
about it.
Any crazy video you see most likely was in a Walmart.
In a Walmart and probably in Florida, most
Oh
likely.
yeah, dude. Somewhere around
Yep.
there.
Yeah. But so that's number 5, exhibitionism.
Mhm.
Um,
Now I've never got that one. What about the public one? I know there was like a dude for a while who was like a little vigilante out there.
well,
in
I
New
just
York.
read a little bit more. That's funny, is because it's back to the non-consensual exhibitionism. It's driven by a desire to shock or offend someone. Like
Yeah.
shock uses something penis.
Yeah, see, those ones are very common.
Well, there's a lot of cases of that.
Oh
Like
yeah,
people that running around just swing and dang, you know?
Singing brain, dude.
Hang a brang and swing and dang.
I know there was a guy
go.
in New York that I remember the police were trying to catch, where he would like wear a GoPro, and he would go around and he would do that,
He's got a YouTube channel.
but but he would shoot on the people's coats and stuff.
Shoot what?
You know what?
Bro, that takes some skill, though.
He would do
That takes timing.
He would do that in a crowded, like in like New York. It happened around like it was a holiday time. It was like the holiday time. You could probably look this up and find this whole investigation. They had like undercover cops out there looking for this guy. They would like have to come up and tap on people's backs and be like, "Hey, you need to come talk to us. You just, I mean, it counts as sexual assault. So you have to
I would
come over
assume
here."
it's got to be some sort of assault. But, that takes some skill and some guts, though. I respect it. But, obviously a terrible guy. But,
he was like a vigilante. They couldn't catch him, man.
America's top 10 wanted.
Yes, dude. He was just going around, and everybody's like, "Who is this man?"
They have a picture of him?
I think they finally ended up catching him.
Well, did they have a picture of him? Like, did they have like a wanted sign? Like,
I don't.
Poster?
Have
you seen this man or felt this man?
You know what? I'm gonna look it up, but I want to say it was in New York, but I think it was around last year because of like the whole mask thing. So they couldn't find him, man.
He was probably living in paradise out there. He's like, no one can see me or find me.
I'm going to look this up, and I'm going to be on the FBI's most wanted list. Man in New York.
Dude, but, man, can you imagine I can't even fathom how he did not get beat up in New York. New Yorkers don't take a lot. They don't take a lot of
sneaky.
shit.
Like he would do it when they were like not paying attention behind their back.
He's a quiet professional, is what you're saying.
What? Wow. No, this is not what I'm looking for. Come on. Okay, here we go. Cops. Oh, this was on a subway train. This one's completely different.
Oh, dude, the next one that I'm reading is, man, that is where we're getting into some issues.
All right, let's get to it. I want to hear this.
Number 6, age play. Okay.
Oh, this one's creepy to me.
This is extremely creepy. It's when some participants fantasize about taking on different roles and ages. For example, 11% had fantasized about dressing up and or acting as a child.
Yeah. See,
now this is Chris Hansen. All right, he needs to be called on all these people, because I've actually seen like a story, I'm pretty sure it was also on TLC, of a man that liked to act like a baby and take care of him.
Uh-huh.
But he was probably like a 32-year-old man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I think the thing that makes me sad about those ones is that that's somebody who, as a baby, did not get held much. No, and then it plays over into his adult life to where he becomes a weirdo. And so it's rough because it's like, hey, man, that's the parents' fault.
Something definitely went wrong. He probably was one of those kids that, the parents that when your baby starts crying, they leave them in the crib because they're like, oh, they'll figure it out by themselves. Like they need to comfort themselves. Mm-hmm. This is what happens, parents, if you're listening to this. All right, pick up your damn kid, rock him.
But some of it's weird too, because I remember I watched that episode, but it was like he liked the comfort, like the comfort feeling of being a child.
I don't remember. Did he shit and piss and want to be cleaned up?
Look, I believe so. If he wasn't just gonna, half-ass it.
And this guy's meeting. Yeah, this guy's meeting a few of these fetishes because he's got the age play. He's got the BDSM where he's like being submissive. He's got body fluids, pissing and shitting. This guy's that guy was meeting a couple of standards.
Dude. Yeah, he definitely was on that list of people they probably interviewed.
Yeah. And then after that, he's probably on exhibitionism. He's probably on voyeurism or something. But number 7, Now this one is another one that's kind of concerning, the percentage. Um, Furries. Now, what do you think that means?
I'm guessing it's the people who wear those what are they called? They kind of like they get I know the group gets mad when you call this, but they're like the mascot costumes. They like don't want to be considered mascots, but they're pretty much mascots.
Okay, so
They wear those outfits
I'm
and
a little concerned that you know what this means.
I I was honestly intrigued with this because I didn't think it was a real thing. I thought it was something that people just made fun of. It's a
Yeah,
real thing, I guess.
yeah, it says about 9% of participants said they had fantasized about dressing up as an animal to have sex.
Yeah, see, and I know. See, here's some other research that I
Bestiality.
did. Here's some other research I did about these furries. All right,
You
a
did
lot.
personal research.
Yeah, a lot of them don't like to be connected with that side of being a furry. Like
Okay.
a lot of them like to like dress up and like have like this weird character, this out there character of like a dragon or something weird like that. But then they get mad if they get put in that box. But then you got these people who are also doing the same things. So it's like, I don't know, man. You either embrace it or don't.
Yeah, you gotta pick a side here because both are very weird. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're dressing up as, say, like the people that don't want to be associated with the fetish, but
Mm-hmm.
like to dress up as an animal, do you think their like parties consist of like, all right, all right, it's dog themed. We're going doggies. Everyone dresses up as a dog and they're like, yo, let's go to the park. And they're
Oh,
running around the park.
oh yeah. They definitely got some like group chats going where they do this.
Or they're all like they all come over and they're like, yo, we're gonna chew this couch.
Yeah.
Rip apart a couch.
But like my thing is if you're into something that weird and you don't want to be associated with another chapter in that group, you just gotta embrace that it's weird because I dude, there's no getting around it. If one thing's weird about it, you can't pick and choose what other weird things come
Yeah,
with it. You just gotta own it at
you
that
have
point.
to. You got it. There's no escaping it.
No, man. If there's something weird in it, then you gotta be like, yep, not into it.
It says it provides people, many of these people believe it provides an escape from self-awareness, allowing you to focus more on sex rather than yourself. I would say you're focusing more on being an animal. Um, yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird. That's just weird.
Yeah, I'm not don't like that one either.
I don't.
That one gets
I
to
mean,
get
what
high
would be
next
your
to me.
if okay? Hold on.
Oh God.
Say you
Here
were
we
into
go.
this. What animal you choose? What animal you being?
Dude, I want to be a
I know what I'm gonna be.
I want to wear the what's that? What's that the Panther, the mascot for the Carolina Panthers. I want to wear that costume.
I don't think I've ever seen their mascot. It's a panther, no? I
Yeah,
think
it's
it
a
is, right?
panther. It's like a I forget what his name is. They all got names, but I want to wear that outfit.
See, I would go more of the Minotaur look,
Ooh, okay.
where it's my upper body, and then I'm like connected to a half horse.
But are you gonna wear? See, they might discriminate against that.
What? I can't be half and half.
No, dude, you got to
What's
be
this world coming to?
you got to be fully furred out, as they say.
What's this world coming to?
Yeah, I mean, well, if this list has anything to say to it, it's not good what it's coming to.
Yeah, we're not looking too hot for this next
No,
decade.
no.
But number 8, gender play. Okay, so what do you think gender play means?
I don't. No, I don't. I honestly. Mm, no, I don't. Is it like where you switch roles?
I think so. I'm a little confused. So it says a lot of cisgender. So first of all, I'm going to ask, what is cisgender? I'm
I
not very caught up on the terms. Do you
I
know?
believe cisgender
Give it a
is.
Google.
I believe it's both, right? When you had cis. Wait, no. Cisgender is. I believe like we would be considered it. It's like straight. I believe.
Just like yeah, like a straight. Like, is it
Yeah,
straight
it's a
or is it
straight.
just
To a person whose sense of personal identity.
Or like a person who identifies with their own gender, like their personal gender or something. No idea. It's probably, I think it's something like that.
Cisgender is a person who is a gender whose gender identifies the same as their sex. Oh, okay.
So what their sexual orientation is, it's just they identify that.
No, it's like so if you're born a male, then you identify as a male.
Yeah, that's what I said. They identify their sexual orientation. So like us, we're both male, and so we're cisgender, is what you're saying. Okay, so anyway, so moving forward.
That was a history lesson right there, huh?
Yeah, that was a tough one. So they use these fantasies as a way of explaining their gender role and or expression. For example, it was found that 1 in 4 cis person had fantasized about cross-dressing, while about 1 in 3 had fantasized about trading bodies with someone of another sex. Now, the first one I've heard of, 1 in 4 fantasized about cross-dressing. Okay. Now the 1 in 3 had fantasized about trading bodies with someone of the other sex. Now we're getting into like couple spells, because that's like a Freaky Friday incident where you can't trade bodies. I don't think. I mean, technology is advancing pretty fast, but I don't think we've reached.
I don't think we're there yet, but we're getting there.
We're getting there. I'd give it another 7, maybe 8.
Yeah. That the first one I've heard of. The second one happens, and that's where. So you're just like imagining that you're somebody else.
Well, it says, like, for example, several men reported when they describe what they described as forced feminization fantasies, in which a partner forces them to dress as like a woman. So now we're getting back into BDSM.
Okay, yeah,
You're getting forced.
It's all coming full circle.
Full circle. It's BDSM controls everything.
Yeah, it's in every little one of them.
Now, number 9 is your personal favorite. Cuckolding.
See, that one should be considered that other one too.
So this is obviously fantasies about watching your partner have sex with someone else. And it's very common, especially among men. In fact, it was found that 58% of men and 33% of women had fantasized about this at least once before.
What?
58% of women, or of men. 58 out of 100 people.
That is, what? That one's a shocker right there. I didn't think it was that high. I'm going to start looking at people different nowadays.
Yeah. I can see it in you, though. What do you... I'm trying to figure you out this whole episode. That's actually why I'm
a man of mystery.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what you're into, what you're not into, you know? The next one you might be into, because I might possibly be into also. But yeah, back to the cuckolding. It's for some, it's all about self-enhancement. Okay, so that's knowing that your other partner, or that other people find your partner to be attractive, that they want to have sex with them, and it boosts your own self-esteem.
Because you're like, yeah, but see, that one's weird, because can't you just get that if somebody compliments your partner?
No, you got to take it. You got to go all the way.
I
You can't just get a compliment. You gotta get everything.
Yeah, that one's a little.
And then it says others, it's wanting to see their partner sexually satisfied. They take pleasure in their partner's pleasure, and I'm like, that means you're not doing it there, pal.
You're not doing it right.
Huh?
Go back to the what is it? The instructions.
See, I feel like it would be the opposite. I feel like you would want someone that can't sexually please your gal, because you're like, yeah, they can't do it.
That seems like that would boost your confidence even more.
Yeah, it's like, I could, you couldn't. What's up? Talk about just what's it called? Something masculinity, toxic masculinity, where you gotta. I think that's it.
Yeah, you're just like, yep, he can't do it the way I do it.
You can't do it. No one can, man.
Confidence boosted.
And then number 10. This was the one I said we both could possibly relate. This would probably be the closest one. Food and sex. because we both love food. We both embrace it.
Mhm.
So it turns out a lot of people are into the idea of incorporating food with sex. About 40% of participants had fantasized about this before.
That's
Most
pretty low for what
commonly,
I was thinking.
yeah. Well, so when I say these examples, like you've heard, these are all kind of common. It says most commonly this included things like ice cubes, strawberries, and whipped cream. Okay.
Okay, yes,
Um,
that's all right.
yeah, you always hear the things like, "Oh, bring the whipped cream and strawberries." Okay,
Mhm.
we're gonna have
Famous
a
line
we're
from
gonna
Night at the Roxbury.
yeah, we're gonna light a couple candles. We're gonna have some nice dessert, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna eat my dessert off of you, basically. Um, Now the ice cubes, I don't get the pleasure in that. That's cold, and you gotta be holding it because I'm assuming they're using the cubes and rubbing in areas. Now you have issues because have you ever held an ice cube for a little while?
Yeah, it starts. Some of
It's
them, if it's
sticky.
too cold, it gets sticky.
Yeah, now you're dealing with the Christmas story situation where you got to get some hot water in here
Yeah.
ASAP. You know, so you got issues with that, and then also it's just cold.
Yeah, see, the ice
Fingers
cube
start
one,
going numb.
the sad thing is the ice cube one is probably the most normal one I think on this list.
I think strawberries and whipped cream like that would be
Like,
like
yeah, that's
whipped cream would
normal,
be
but
fine.
I feel like the ice one doesn't shock me as much as the other ones, and the whipped cream and the strawberries.
Yeah, because it says, however, there is sometimes a food fetishistic element to the use of food, and sometimes a BDSM element.
God, it
It's
comes
back.
around.
Foods are sometimes used in dominant, submissive, or humiliating ways.
See, when
Now,
you
it
were,
didn't see the article ends right there, so it didn't give me any example of how it could be
uh,
used. Just left me on a little cliffhanger. How
see, I know there's a weird thing in the food one where the food, so they'll use any type of food. I'm talking burgers, talking French fries. I'm talking everything else. They'll incorporate that in the thing. And now I don't know if this is on the list, but it should have been in that same category, but a feeder.
oh,
And this is somebody, this
like
is
a trough.
usually it is a smaller woman or a smaller guy, and they'll continue to feed their partner until they're like very big. And for some,
Oh
like
my goodness! Yes,
almost
okay,
to
I can
where,
see this.
almost like some cases it gets to where they have to like take care of the person. And for some
Jeez.
reason that gets the motors running.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's so that one I'm surprised they didn't bring that up on that list with the food because it seems like it should be
Yeah.
tied in together.
Yeah. So
It's
basically,
weird.
what this whole article said is we got some issues.
Yeah,
Americans, we need to figure it out. Whatever happened to the good old days, you just basic stuff.
yeah. I mean, I feel like in other countries they have this stuff on the list, but they keep it to one certain thing.
Like Russians, I bet they're probably into the ice cubes. It's pretty cold in Russia, I'm pretty sure. They're probably
Yeah,
into that.
or
I
they're
feel
probably
like
into
they're
like
into
some heat
fur.
stuff.
I feel like they're into fur, like
Oh yeah.
wearing bear skins or like wearing a
Mm-hmm.
bear cloak and
Ooh
like
yeah.
attacking a salmon, and the girl's dressed as a salmon. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they're probably
That,
into some DDSM. Let me tell you
oh
that.
dude.
I feel like the Russians, they know how to be physical
Russians are
in all
wild
aspects.
people.
They know physical in sports, the military, yeah, and in the bedroom.
Yeah, you think they stop at one subject? No.
Nah. But so we wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. That was the top 10 most common fetishes or fantasies of the
Whether
American
you
people
wanted to
for
know
this
or not.
year. Whether you want to know, you came here to know. Reed, where can they find you, big dog?
You can find me here every week at the show JNR. Oh, and I guess you can follow my Instagram. I think it's Reed Leap.
Yeah.
Is it Reed Leap? I believe it's Reed Leap.
Yeah, it's that.
Is it? Okay, yeah, Reed Leap. You can follow me on Instagram there. I haven't posted much. I have 69 followers.
Hey, no one follow him. No one follow him. Keep it right there.
Hey.
You can follow me, JJ_man, _ Twitter, Instagram, Twitter. Follow this podcast at the show _with Junior on Instagram. If you're listening to this, head over to youtube.com/the show with JNR and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. And, it's been fun. Reed, it's good to have you back after your long absence. Finger guns all the way. And we'll see you guys next time.